All right, welcome back to Rivals on the Pitch podcast. Thanks again for joining us on another episode. We have just finished the last Champions League matches, and we're gonna have to dive into where everyone sits. I think the Premier League clubs did well, so we'll have to touch on everyone. Late drama, Jose Mourinho, absolute cinema.
Right.
Yeah.
And some Premier League upsets. So we'll dive into it all. Don't worry, I'm here to brave it out.
No.
You know,
Oh, really?
we don't have a lot of time, so we're gonna have to shorten it.
We had to change the recording date just to make sure, he didn't sneak out of this one.
Yeah,
He
I
wanted
know
to
you guys,
defend
told
himself.
me,
He didn't
yeah.
want to have another episode of us bashing Arsenal. So he's like, please, begging us. Please
Don't
do
worry.
it tomorrow. Please do it.
I got my own fashion to do. That's why I'm not wearing the Arsenal jersey today. I'm wearing a Thierry Henry jersey. You know,
A little protest, huh?
Yeah, things have to be said. So we'll get to it. But
and
how did you guys?
We also got to touch on. We also got to touch on transfers, because the time we record
That's right.
again, the window will be closed. I think there's only. I think window closes on Monday, something like that. I know it's not the 1st of February, but I do believe that Monday closes.
So yeah, we have a lot to discuss. But what should we start with? Premier League?
Yeah, let's touch on that real quick.
Let's do that. It'll be a
real
quick
quick,
segment.
real
Real
Yeah,
quick
like-
segment.
Mostly focusing on Arsenal,
Mm-hmm.
mainly.
Oh, now today, of course.
Yeah.
You made us.
It's alphabetical. That's why.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Let's go.
So match day 23. Yeah, you know what? Let's start with the upset. Arsenal at home hosting Manchester United, who just came off the back of another shocker, another upset against Manchester City in the derby.
Yeah, in the derby.
Michael Carrick's first game, and then he stuns Arteta with some late drama as well from one of their new signings. And you know what? I'm not as upset about the loss. I'm just upset. I'm more upset with the performance. Like if we ended up with a draw out of this one, or if we just still won it, that was a shocking performance. And there hasn't been any excuses, thrown around from Arteta, from the players. They're taking accountability for what that was. So I like that, but at the same time, like I need answers. You know what I mean? Like, well, what's going on? And I get it. Like, we played a lot of games, all of them away, and this was our first home game back after 4 away games in a row in 10 days. So I know it's a lot, but we have a squad depth. We could have rotated. I think Eze should have started this game. Odegaard was unimpressive. And yeah, I just feel like and you know what? Jesus came back off of a brace on Champions League. So I get why he started. Before the game started, I said, I feel like this is a game that Jesus deserves to start. And as the first half finished, I realized that I was very wrong. And I guess so was Arteta. I think we missed Gyökeres' physicality up at the top. I feel like we weren't able to create too much space because Jesus kind of tends to move to the wing or a little farther back. Yeah, so like, he doesn't take up that central striker role. So I feel like we were kind of passing it about and too passive, and it looked like we weren't decisive enough. Every pass was like a stutter. It felt like we were just not up to it. And Manchester United, I said it with the previous game too. They just did the simple things.
Yeah.
Yep.
They didn't write the basic things. They hit on the counter fast. They hit us on the counter a couple times, and all first and last goal. That's how they got us. You know what I mean? They're doing what the smaller teams typically do to big teams. They just they're patient. They're defensively structured. and they try to hit you on the counter, and that's what they did, and they have the players to do it. I mean, Mboma was doing it at Brentford, Cunha was doing it at Wolves, and when you got the best two strikers from the teams who are they're strategically set up to do that. And now you're playing in a better team because I know that United hasn't been the best team over the past like couple of years, but
Yeah.
that doesn't excuse the amount of money that they spent. You know what I mean? This is
Oh
this
no.
is this is how they should be playing
Yeah.
Yeah.
with how much money they spent. So the reality is that with the right coach, they probably could be around that top four, top six area, and this is I think what a lot of fans have been expecting. Now, will they be able to keep it up? I don't know. What's the scenario? Are they going to find somebody before the
I,
end of the window to coach, or are they just closing it out and hope for the best?
I think he's assigned caretaker for the rest of the season. I think he's already earned that. That with these last
Yeah,
two matches, right?
Yeah.
Um, but this is the United. I think you can't take away from what United is doing and being like, well, they beat City and they beat Arsenal. Um, you can't say that it's bad games from City or bad games from Arsenal either. I think some credit is due to United. It is due to them finally meshing. Emery's he played the back three constantly, and he was stubborn about it. And now that they're moving to a back four, now things are a little bit more fluid. Players are probably more used to that. And like you said, with the additions of Mbuemo, Cunha, and even Sesko, even though I think
Yeah.
Sesko hasn't really found his form, but I feel like he's starting to slowly integrate, even though he was pricey. I think he was more than Gyökeres, more
he
than
was. Yeah,
was he more than Etekite, Hugo?
No, I think I got
I think
TK
he
was
He was
just a
was.
like
Was
little bit
only
more.
90,
like
wasn't he?
70. Yeah, yeah,
I don't
he
know,
was
but
up there.
so I mean, you have to expect that this is somewhat of the form that they're gonna be in for the rest of the season. Is that gonna be 100% true? I don't know. I hope not. I hope they, it's a fluke. I don't think United Shannon's gonna get a haircut this season. Hopefully,
Oh,
but
because they got
No.
Spurs within
Oh,
this 5 game
wow.
window,
yeah,
right?
yeah, they face Fulham, then they
Okay.
face. I don't know where
But where's the
the
game at? Where are they playing at? Away? Home?
I can't remember off the top of my head. But something interesting I was listening to. The Athletic, and they're talking about Zubimendi. Has he been playing a lot of minutes? Because that's what they were saying. He's been playing a lot of minutes,
He has been. Yeah,
and he was like, it's going to be really interesting once they have Odegaard and Eze both on the field. And he was saying like, there was like, this is something that they haven't really, I guess Arteta hasn't done, that might add some of that forward, um, the seeing some of the success, moving forward, in the attacking side of the ball with you guys. And it's kind of interesting. Um, like I said, I'm not trying to root for you guys or anything, but being a football fan, you see how you kind of want to see what that was going to look like, sort of being kind of set up defensively. Not, I won't say defensively, but having more of that forward foot, free
yeah.
playing style. That's kind of like how you were saying though. But so, what about this game? I sound really loud. What about this game sounds? Not sounds. Did you not like about the performance?
Besides that Zubimendi
Yeah,
whatever mistake that cost you.
yeah. I
Yeah.
mean, like I said before, I think he's done really well to fill in the shoes of our previous defensive midfielder, and he's been fantastic so far. I will say, like, he's made a couple mistakes here and there. Um, I think it's a lot due to the physicality of the league. I think he's still it's his first season. You know what I mean? He's still only half a season in, so I think it's going to take a little time to adjust to that still. Um, but I think he's done it well so far. But sometimes, yeah, it's like I think he's still got a little bit of catching up to do when it comes to the pace of the league. I mean, if you guys remember the game against Tottenham, he gets caught on the ball, and then that's when Richarlison makes that goal from almost halfway. That's happened a couple times during the season. It hasn't always cost us because we have a good defense, but that's been it's there. It's happened time before, and I think this time he got caught out again. So It's little things that I think he has to polish as he gets used to the league and how high all the teams press. I mean, everyone does ever since Klopp came, everyone does the gegen pressings and all that. So every team will press you and every team will counter you, and that's why this league is so difficult, I think. But what I didn't like was in the indecisiveness. I just feel like every pass was like everyone was overthinking the
Mm,
entire game. Like you got the ball and it's like they don't know where to
yeah.
pass. There was a lot of side passing. No offense to Tottenham, but it almost seemed
No,
like what
that's what
their
I'm saying.
games are.
That's exactly. I was just gonna say like that sounds very familiar. So I was like, I know how you feel.
But yeah, so that's what I didn't like. I just feel like we had to win this game. United had done us the favor, beaten City, and you know, again, we didn't take the opportunity. Um, that's what upset me. I just feel like everyone was below par. I think this was a game for Eze. I think Arteta got that one wrong. I think Gyökeres up front should have been a better starter. I think he got that one wrong, but so did I. I thought Jesus should have started, and he did, and it wasn't the best, But hey,
But then
it is what
again,
it
I
is.
think
Sometimes
it's
in
because
form.
of Champions League as well. I think he was thinking that as well. I'm not trying to downplay that he probably thought this was probably going to be guaranteed 3 points. I'm not going to say it was an easy game for them. He probably thought they were going to be able to beat them because of the record you guys have at home, your defensive record, and the fact that Manchester United is with their with Michael Carrick in second game against Arsenal. I think it was also thinking about rotating. Like, yeah, you probably would have put Gyökeres first, but he's like, you know what? I don't even. There was no need, I think, to play it safe because you already qualified for
Yeah,
Champions League, so there's no point in playing
Yeah, and
those players as well. Just let them rest. Try to win the league because you can take that game off in Champions League because you're fine with it. But I
yeah,
agree with you. I think he might have done some wrong calls, but that again is maybe because of Arteta's lack of experience in these moments. I think maybe it's the pressure that he's like on top and that lead is shrinking now, so it's adding a little. Maybe like you said, he's overthinking it too much, and which is why now your lead is 4 points.
yeah.
he really wanted to bring that up.
I do. Because
I
you know
mean,
why?
5 games
Yeah.
ago, the lead was only 2 points. So, like I said to you, that I'm not getting nervous yet because it's not. Once we start closing in on those last
Oh,
couple
he said he's not
games, then
getting
I'll
nervous,
probably
which is
start
why he's
clenching.
wearing a France shirt. He's not wearing an Arsenal shirt.
Yeah.
Meh.
Well,
You're
I'm
leaving
with
sweat
TT.
marks on the couch.
Yeah.
I'm with Thierry Henry. He mentioned when they mentioned Arsenal's dominance in the Champions League this season, and he was like, it doesn't matter if you don't win it, it doesn't
Exactly.
matter. And
Yeah.
they're like, yeah, but the Arsenal have been good. They've only conceded, I think now 3 goals in the Champions League, won every single game, and he's like, doesn't matter. He's like, you want to be at that final and you want to win it. So that's why I'm wearing it today. I feel like all this with both leagues, at the end of the day, nothing's gonna matter. You just gotta win it. Doesn't matter how
Yeah, I
good or
mean,
consistent.
look at last season. PSG was in the playoffs and they went to win
Yeah.
it all. Who was
Exactly.
first? Was that Liverpool?
Liverpool were 1st.
Mhm.
Yeah, exact same thing.
Yeah.
It's a new format, and then you thought, like in basketball, the higher rank goes against the lower rank, but it's weird, and it just ended up being PSG who just dominated every Premier League team and
Yeah.
won it all that year.
You,
But
you hit form at the right time.
Yeah.
That might be all it takes.
They had a lot of injured players too in that league phase because we played them too in the league phase and we beat them away in Paris. So
It's kind of sounding like us. Oh my god, it's all
what are you
it's all
talking
coming
about?
together. Oh my god.
Oh, all of us lost at PSG.
Can we?
That's what it was.
yeah, watch
Can
out.
we?
You might get Bomo Glint. Watch out.
Oh no!
Speaking of
no, we've done our part. I don't want to
Glint,
face him
ooh.
again.
Wow.
I don't want to face him
I
again.
don't think Man City heard that memo.
They beat Atletico Madrid
That's
today
what it
as
was.
well,
Atletico Madrid. Yeah.
and they beat Man City last week. So yeah, I mean, I'm telling you, they're a scrappy group, and I don't want to face them, especially not in the round of 16.
So you're saying is
feel-
you got lucky in that Europa League?
No, I'm saying they're scrappy.
Wow,
They're
they got
scrappy.
lucky.
I hope
hear
you guys
that?
get them, and you guys you're gonna underestimate them, and then you head over to the Arctic Circle.
No. But by then
And-
that grass is that snow is gonna melt. It's gonna be
It's
different.
gonna be an ice rink.
Mhm.
But
bring your roller skates.
how about
but yeah,
we can move on from
the
that
suffering.
loss, from the little
Yeah.
suffering, and let's go into something a little bit more cheerful. Liverpool Bournemouth.
Oh, okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
It's
Woo.
whatever. We're all gonna deal with this.
Last
I don't even
minute
know.
winner. Last second
They
winner, I
got
should
a
say.
taste of their own medicine.
I know.
Yeah.
That's what I'd say, man. In the beginning of the season,
Did
luck
Semenyo
runs
score the
out.
last one?
No, that was against you guys. Remember his last
Oh
game?
wait, Semenyo's not even on the team. You guys lost
Yeah.
to. Oh wow, that's
Don't
even
worry.
worse.
Well, we'll get to Burnley when you said,
Hey, you didn't beat him.
try
We
beating
beat him
Burnley,
once.
but
We
you
did.
didn't beat them this time when it matters. But again,
All right.
I agree with Pat. It was just like it defensively. How many times have I said it? Defensively, it's costing us. That first goal from Bournemouth should have been an easy clearance for Virgil van Dijk, but he tried to kick it and he missed. He missed, and then he just didn't recover well. They were able to cross it into the middle, just what anyone would do just to keep the ball, the game alive. And luckily, someone was there from Bournemouth and was able to slot it in. But that ended up costing a collision between Joe Gomez and Allison, and then Joe Gomez was having a little resurgence, and now he's injured again, which just sucks. But
Again?
yeah, but it was a nasty
Sheesh.
collision with Allison. It just sucks though. He was playing well, and then this happens. And then again, the second goal was a mistake between Virgil van Dijk and Milos Kerkez. Again, Virgil wasn't paying attention, and the player just went right between them both. Kerkez was able to make a little recovery, but it was just a little too late, which is why he got subbed on for Andy Robertson. But it was just difficult. I was listening to a podcast, and they're saying there's a lot of pressure on Virgil because he doesn't have a consistent back four to play with. It's either Kerkez or Robertson. Konate's out due to family situation, so it's either Konate or Joe Gomez, or they play around Gravenberch or whatever, and then the same on the right. It's either Bradley, Dominic Soboslai, or Frank Pong. So he doesn't have that chemistry, and that's.
Yeah, but you're also not.
I know, but
You're
then
also
again,
not
it's just
scrubs either.
I know, and
Yeah.
like I said, that first goal, that first mistake from Virgil van Dijk, bro, you should have been able to get that. He said
it was the win.
and then it's stupid.
Is he washed?
We'll get to
It's windy
no, I
on
don't
both
think it's washed.
sides.
I know.
For both teams. It's windy
We'll
for
get
both
to
teams.
we'll get to that.
You
We'll
gotta
get to
remember it's been
that
raining.
slot comment. We'll get to that slot comment. Yeah, but regardless, it's an easy clearance. But
just
he just missed
remember
it.
slot comments. Remember that. I need a.
No, I know. We'll get to that.
Okay.
So I got.
All right.
I know he said some things, and it's just like getting annoyed with what he
said a lot of
says.
things.
I know, but regardless, but and then I mean, luckily for us, we were able to make the necessary adjustments. I thought we had hope. I thought we were gonna be able to get that last minute winner. But I just again, then it came down to a set piece, a throw in. Really,
Oh.
that's where it came from, a throw in. And then when the ball's loose in the box, I think people are hesitant to kick because you might hit a player, it might be a foul, and then it'll be a penalty, or you might kick the ball and it might ricochet into the net. It's a loose ball. There's a lot of scenarios, but still, I think at that point,
Did you say it's a set piece
what?
When you had Soboslai, who was saving you guys constantly with set pieces and free kicks?
Yep.
Yeah. It was a fucking throw-in. And like I said, we haven't been the best defensively, and it showed. Bournemouth were the ones who were awake and attentive, and they were able to catch on that loose ball. And, I think, like I said, the defense were just maybe scared of causing a penalty instead of acting in the right way, and that just what cost us. But I think it also came down to Slots. I don't know what he was thinking about when he made a lineup to not start Ekatike. He's been in fine form. He should have started. I think it was too late when he came on. Gakpo wasn't really that well. When Rio came on for him in like the last 15 minutes, he was lighting it up. He showed, what you want to see, what you expected from Gapo, but nothing. Whatever. It sucks. I thought we were going to be able to get a point, especially because the game before we went to France, Marseille, and we were able to dominate them away. And you think that fine form would carry over, and it didn't. Frimpong, who had an outstanding game that game, Kirkes was outstanding, and then they come to the Premier League, and then it's just like night and day. I don't know. It's just the consistency on our part, and it sucks. Yeah, we lost
Do you
last minute.
think Ekitike didn't start because Slot is trying to fit in Salah? Like,
No,
you
I don't
guys
think
were
that.
scoring more when Salah was at AFCON. Now he's back, and now you kind of have to. It's like you're pushing players away to make him happy.
No,
It's like you're
it's not
forcing him
that.
on the starting 11. I
We're
don't
not
know.
forcing
You
him.
just said it.
Frimpong was playing in that position, but then Bradley got injured, so Frimpong went back to right back. So it just makes sense. You're trying to play around with the squad, with the formation. So it made sense that he came back, or else you're going to put Dominic Szoboszlai on the back, and you don't want to do that. So he's been in fine form from AFCON. He scored in every game except for the semifinal where they lost to Senegal. So it makes sense to put him back. We're short with Isaac, so I
Ekitike has been
think
doing
it
it
made
in
sense.
this league.
Yeah, but
But Ekitike has
Ekitike
been
is
doing
a
it in this
forward,
league.
is a central. Salah is right
Yeah,
wing, so it has no.
Do they put Salah right wing, or they put him at wing back?
Salah's a right winger. Frimpong is
And Ekitike.
is central.
So who played central? Gapco?
Yeah, Gapco is playing central. That's why it's just weird, the formation. I don't know what he was thinking about. I think that was a game you should put in Ekitike in, because the next game is going to in Champions League. It's Karabag, and that one you can maybe put him on in the second half. Whatever. Priority right now is Premier League, because you basically were solidified in Champions League. You just needed maybe 2 goals or whatever at Anfield, and it's against this team from Azerbaijan, who should be an easy win. I just think he got the game plan wrong for the Bournemouth game. Like I said, when he had the subs come on the second half, it totally changed the game. But then it was just, I think, last minute error. They got tired mentally. I don't know, exhausted. They thought maybe the whistle was gonna ring at the whistle at the end, and then they were gonna get a point. But no, Bournemouth were awake. They pounced on the opportunity, and they were able to get the last minute winner. But yeah, it is what it is.
So I was looking here to see the formation. You guys played a 4-2-2-2.
Yeah, he mixes it up. I think.
Formation is
injuries.
formation.
Yeah.
As soon as the whistle blows or the kickoff, everybody kind of. It's always.
I know it's
fluid,
always
but
it changes and stuff like that. When they're attacking, it changes, and then when they go back to defense, whatever. But it is what it is.
Yeah.
It was. I thought it was going to be a win because Semenyo wasn't playing, but you have to remember that they have Tavernier, who's just another great player as well. But it is what it is, man. It's just
you got Alex Scott.
It's how it's been.
Midfield.
Yeah, it's how it's been. We lost to Brentford, we lost to Forest, teams that we should be winning. We don't win, but then we beat Real Madrid, we beat Inter Milan, Arsenal,
But
and then that's it.
I think that's just proof of how this league is. It's proof of how the Premier League is played, and the tactics, the difference, the space, the timing that everybody gets. That's why you see midfielders and forwards do a lot better in Champions, or a lot better in different leagues, because they have the timing for it all.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that. I feel like it almost feels like the Premier League teams have been the best out of all the leagues combined. We got
it shows in the Champions League
in it for the next round, right?
Yeah,
all 5 made it too, right? Or
Newcastle was in the playoff.
Newcastle's
in the playoff, yeah. But the rest, the 4,
okay,
Chelsea,
well, they still get a chance.
Yeah, but that just shows. But then again, like even I think Michael Richard even said, it's like, oh look, there's 5 Premier League teams in the Champions League qualified, but Henry is like, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Like you said, you have to win it. That's what matters. Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
I feel like even some of these mid-table teams could be, if they were thrown into the competition, they probably would have gotten a playoffs position.
Yeah, I agree.
Like throwing a
Sunderland.
Uh,
Throwing Sunderland in there.
Palace. I don't know about Palace, but Sunderland.
Yeah.
Um,
Brentford at
who's
home, you
mid-table?
take them. But it's yeah. I think we're the most competitive league, and it
Yeah.
shows. That's why
I
it's in
mean,
the
if you
Premier League.
want
It's
to compare
different.
with if you want to compare mid-table teams, Tottenham are, or is that too? No,
Huh?
mid-table teams. You talking about the
No,
mid-table
no.
teams?
We're here temporary. That's it.
Temporary.
Okay.
Oh, temporary.
Okay.
Yeah, we're building up a story. Remember how Say said season 3? Yeah, season 2 was Europa, season 3 is the champions.
Okay.
Don't say we can't do it.
Championship.
All right.
Champions League. Could we?
No.
So
Yeah, I think so.
let's talk this through because I said it was a bad weekend for everyone, but you said, "Oh well, we didn't lose," so you're content with the draw against Burnley.
No, absolutely not.
Okay.
So this is
Absolutely
a bad
not.
result then.
Yes, it's an embarrassing
Okay.
result.
Okay.
Only crappy teams tied to Burnley.
Okay.
No,
Last
it's
episode,
just
he was
to me.
like,
It's
Does
to
it
me,
feel
it's
like a
just,
win because it was the last minute equalizer?
no. It feels like there's morale's down. Feels like confidence is down. It feels like the manager doesn't know what he's doing. The manager plays to hit the level of the team constantly. I feel like we it, someone said it perfectly. He said the longer the coach leaves his imprint on the club, the worse we get. And I feel like we dominated Burnley at the beginning of the season. And now come this time, like just a turnaround of it all, we've done like a 180, and we might have some injuries, sure, but it's not enough to say that we can't beat a team that's battling relegation. So
yeah.
it's just awful because 2 of the goals we were just so out of place. Defensively we weren't holding our formation. And we're just letting just bad decisions. We can't string 2 passes together. Our passes always look either too short, too far, too off, and it's like, what is going on? Like, what is going on during training that, we can't pass the ball properly? Like, are we so focused on tactics and, being defensively set up that we're not training, passing, through balls, all this? It's just piling up, and it's really frustrating that Thomas Frank is still in charge because I feel like we need to change something soon. I don't know if they're waiting for the transfer window to close and to sack him, or if they're waiting to see how the Champions League is going. But we're right at the bottom. We're not supposed to be this low, and it's change needs to happen. And it's not like you look at this game and like, okay, we got a point from this, cool. Like, this shouldn't a point we shouldn't satisfy us, and it feels like it satisfies Thomas Frank, and that's where the lack of ambition is killing us.
That's what I said. It buys him time.
and I don't want to lose just to get him sacked, But
I don't know.
use the eye test. Use the eye test. Like, look at how we're playing. You shouldn't have to wait to get a bad result to say, you know what, this might not work. And what pisses me off too is his press conferences after the matches. People are like, oh, how do you think you can improve this bad performance? And he was like, bad performance? This isn't a bad performance. I was like, dude, you're so frustrating. He puts every other team on a pedestal, and he's like, oh, Burnley's really good at home. Oh,
I mean, they are.
Bournemouth
It's
is
a
really
tough
good
place.
at this. No, it's not. I mean, it is a good statement, but
the whole league is by his standards,
exactly.
and
By his
you gotta
standards,
beat somebody.
Everybody's better than us by his standards, and our bad performances are good performances. So it's like, dude, you're not the one for this club. You really aren't. It's very frustrating because it's, like I said, it just shows a lack of ambition. Luckily, we got through for the Champions League, but I think that's also due to the schedule strength, and like, we can't carry on that performance here in the Premier League. Like I said, I think it's a lack of confidence, and he's not the one. The way his press conferences go, I feel like he's not the one to boast or confidence, have those team talks. And like I said, I don't want to lose to get him sacked, but a result like this should be enough, especially if this is a one-off. Okay, cool. You know what happens? Burnley got one on us. But with the series of matches we've had in the league,
You have a lot of one-offs.
it's just one too many. Exactly. It's just one too many. So it's got to go. It's got to go. I don't know why he's still here. He's got to go.
But
I don't
then
care
again,
who puts in charge.
Who'll
do
be
you
the
give him?
caretaker?
Romero, put the player, captain, manager. I don't give a damn. Put Levy on the field.
How much time do you give him? Like, how much time do you think he has left? I know it's got to depend on results.
think-
but
I mean, you got
I
the
think
next
they're gonna- I
game
think-
is against Manchester City. That's
I
an
have a feeling
important
they're
game
going
right
to try
there.
to. I
And
feel
then
like they're going
against
to try to keep him to the
United.
summer. I feel like they're going to try to give him to the summer. I feel like that's what's the reason they haven't pulled the plug is because, they're trying to hope it works.
So here's Tottenham's next 5 fixtures. Next
Oh,
game
trust
is
me, I
on
know.
Sunday against Manchester City.
Yeah.
United,
The one after that is United. Then after that is Newcastle.
and then Arsenal.
And then after that is Arsenal.
Yeah.
Then Fulham and Crystal Palace. Then Liverpool. It just doesn't get easy. And I
you know
understand
what?
where Thomas Frank's coming from, where he's saying like, "Oh, these are good teams." But yeah, the whole league's good. This is the best league in the world right now.
But okay, but look at the matches we had before then.
Before
We
that, you had
had
Burnley,
Bournemouth,
West Ham, who beat
West
you,
Ham,
Villa, who
yeah.
beat you,
So we
Bournemouth,
sh-
who beat you.
and we only got away
Sunderland, you
with what?
drew.
2
Brentford, you
points.
drew.
We
Yeah.
could have gotten a run. That's our opportunity to at least
Your
say,
last win was December 28th against Crystal Palace in the Premier League.
and it's a 1-0.
1-0,
And that
yeah.
performance was trash too. Why is he still here? I don't get it. I'm telling you, they're afraid to look bad. They're afraid to let him go because they don't want to look like a club that's in disarray. But too bad. That's what our fucking results, excuse my language, are making us look like.
Yeah.
You probably don't know who to assign a caretaker because you didn't think you were gonna fail. But guess what? You always have a plan B and a plan C.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So at this point, he can't get any worse. We can't get any worse right now.
Yeah, you can.
know, and we're about to go into a stretch of games that might put us into the bottom 3. So let
And
his
it
ass
sucks
go.
Because last season you've always had Manchester City's number, and now you at least had a little bit of hope. But now you're going into this
No, you
one.
can
You're
do it.
like and maybe no, and then
You
they
can do it.
save it off and do it for Arsenal. Let that be
You know what?
Yeah.
Thomas Frank's last game.
This is your
Arsenal.
turnaround game. Come on, you got this. I believe in you. I believe in Thomas Frank.
Get him a jersey. Get him a jersey. Alan.
We're gonna beat City and we're gonna beat Arsenal, so it doesn't matter. We're still gonna be where we're at now. So.
Oh, this is where you're gonna make that stretch.
If you beat Arsenal, Thomas Frank's staying for another 3 years.
Oh gosh.
So you choose.
Ooh, man. Do it. Take it for
All
the
right,
team.
what kind of gum you like, Thomas Frank? 'Cause I'll buy you whatever.
Get him more Arsenal cups.
And it's funny because if he does go on this run, right? If he goes on this run where he's beating like these teams, he's earned himself time. You can't argue with that. Just like
Yeah.
you can argue for him to go, you can say, okay, maybe he needed time, but I don't see it. And I'm afraid to go into the Champions League with this damn manager. It's our transfer window looks like crap. It's about to close in a few days. Our league
But
position
I mean, you got
looks like
you
crap.
got more injuries though. So it might be a last minute panic buy.
But if you compare our injuries listed last year, we had more key players out last season, under Ange than we do with Frank. We have our defense is still there, which is more than what we did last season, and even last season when they were back, they were basically on watching their minutes so that they weren't get re-injured, for Europa. But I really hope there's a plan in place for this because it can get bad real quick with this stretch of games. We did hire the assistant coach from Ajax, who I believe was also an assistant coach for Arne Slot last season.
And Tinga, he used to be ex-Everton player.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I mean, things haven't gotten better, so I don't know how much better he would be, but hey,
I mean,
that
you
could be
you
an option.
guys,
Maybe that's
you
going to
also have
be
a chairman.
the caretaker, because he did have a couple games when Slot was, I think, suspended, and Liverpool did win under
That's what I'm
him a
saying.
bit. So that could be what they were thinking in a way. But I mean, regardless, we all had a bad weekend.
Yep.
Even I feel like you had the worst weekend, even though you drew and got a point.
Yeah.
It's been a worse 2026 so far. So it's one point isn't going to turn this ship around, you know?
No.
Yep. You need a lot. You need a
Yeah.
lot. But there's still games. We got it's match week 23. So match week 24. So we have 14 games left.
Yeah.
And it's
So time
interesting
for a
now
resurgence.
because
Yeah.
Aston Villa
Hopefully,
made big moves. They got Douglas Luiz back, and they got
see,
Tammy Abrams from
Douglas Luiz, I feel like
Turkey.
that would have been a good
Yeah.
pickup.
So
Well,
Aston Villa,
Turkey-ish.
they're trying to make that push. They're
Yeah.
trying to make that last minute push, and should be interesting. I mean, they're the only ones that made signings. I mean, from the top 6. I mean, besides what's it called, Man City.
And they
But
barely have any money.
yeah.
They barely have any money, and they're trying to operate within what they have. That's ambition. That's what we need to be seeing.
Well, they also have a manager who's doing well, so it's kind of hard not to back
Yeah.
him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I mean,
And they sold
could have
what
taken first a couple
Milan
times.
to Roma. So I mean, they got some money out of it, but
Let's talk about this Tommy Abraham transfer though. Did you guys understand what happened? So he was over at Roma, right?
And they
Yeah.
And
bought him
they loaned him out to was it Besiktas?
Besiktas. Yeah,
best
Besiktas.
he schedule. Yeah.
Yeah, they
not even
loaned
a
him
day.
out. He was there for 30 hours, and then Aston Villa, triggered the clause and bought him. So he's literally announced at Besiktas, and then 30 hours later, he was announced at Aston
Oh,
Villa.
man.
So
He had
he
to
was
cancel
playing
the
there
hair
on loan
transplant.
already.
Okay.
No, he was playing on loan there already.
Yeah, I think
Okay.
it was the option to buy or
But
something.
they bought him as soon as Aston Villa came in. They're like, all right, he's been playing there for a few months on loan.
Yeah.
They bought him so that they can turn around and make a profit. So that's why he was only signed permanently for 36 hours or something like that. And then he
Okay.
got sold just so that they can make money off of him. I mean, it's smart. Why not?
Yeah.
Like, oh,
That's
you want this
funny.
player? We're going to buy him
But
for
then
you.
again,
We're going to spend
those
the money
teams
to make money.
do overpay for players anyways. So that's a good thing about
Well,
the
it's 'cause
Turkish league.
You know what it was? What I just learned? They don't pay the players, or they don't, either the club or the players, someone of them doesn't pay taxes, or I forgot. It's something about taxes and something about their fees. So they're actually able to pay the players a lot more because instead of being taxed, it's like, hey, there's no tax. All right, we're just gonna pay you more. So I was like, oh, that makes sense. That's why there's some players that go there, no issues, you know? You're like, oh, why is he's so young? Why is he going over there? It's money. Money talks.
I mean, and that's better than the Saudi league, at least. They're a little competitive. They have 3 good
Yeah,
teams, and they're in Champions League, Europa.
Yeah.
It's at least it's. I
But
think that'd
imagine
be a
what
better
Victor
option.
Osimhen, seeing
Oh,
Victor
yeah.
Osimhen on one of the other teams. Like Tottenham,
Galatasaray.
you know?
Yeah, he was there. Duran
Yeah,
even
what a
went
drop
to
that guy
Turkey to
had.
play as well.
Yep. But yeah, now another upset, if you want to call it that. West Ham 3, Sunderland 1. Everyone expected West Ham to drop points here.
West Ham.
West Ham's still in trouble though.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
they're making
because-
moves in the market too. So
Yeah, but I mean, then Nottingham Forest won too, so it just the gap
Yeah.
stays the same.
but they're
But it should
still
be
5
interesting.
point gap.
Yeah.
Yep, they just brought in Tati Castellanos, who was a NYCFC player for a while.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so MLS still present here in the league. City beat Wolves. Crystal Palace lose to Chelsea. Crystal Palace with the red card. Chelsea gave him that Uno
Yeah.
reverse card. They said, "Nah, you
Right.
take this one."
Warren wants out.
Forest beat Brentford. Yeah, because everyone's leaving. Why
Yeah,
would you stay
it's
there?
a sinking ship. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Come on,
Everyone's
come on
leaving.
over. Look, they're 15th, we're 14th. Just jump ship real quick. It's easy.
Just go up a step.
One step.
Yeah.
Take a
Yeah. You want to go to the next level?
one level.
And then we had Monday. We had Everton at home against Leeds 1-1. The Calvert Lewin custody ladder
Revenge
match.
match. Yeah.
Yeah. So those are the games and the league at the moment. I'm just gonna pull it up here. All right. So Arsenal gap shortens at first with 50 points. Man City right behind with 46. Aston Villa also tight on points with
Yep.
46. So we got 2 second places just on goal difference, which is a big goal difference, 16
Yeah, it is
goals.
16. Yeah.
Manchester United take 4th place
Yeah.
with 38
Chelsea.
points. And then Chelsea sitting 5th, 1 point behind. Liverpool in 6th, 1 point behind. After that, it's Fulham, all the mid-table teams. Tottenham staying 14th. They could have, but Chelsea did them a favor. Always asking for favors. Arsenal saved them from relegation last season.
Yeah.
This time.
Now he's
Sorry,
gonna be
we
hoping
couldn't hear you
Manchester
over the
City
trophy.
gives him a favor.
But yeah, so let's look at the Champions League standing.
who we are. Champions of Europe. We know who we are.
Oh.
Sure, we got the B in there.
But you're like champions of the slums in Europe, bro. That's where Europa is.
I can't hear you over my trophy.
Oh, okay. Okay. I got 6 of those.
So for the direct qualifications, Arsenal were first. We had Bayern, Liverpool, Tottenham, Barcelona, Chelsea, Sporting, City, and that's it. Those are the direct first round. Tottenham in 4th, Liverpool 3rd, Arsenal 1st. Bayern was the only team that was able to get in there in that top 4. Chelsea and Manchester City barely made it on 8th place, but right behind them was Real Madrid. And all these other teams, I guess they do the first knockout rounds.
Yeah.
Some of the heavy hitters there: Real Madrid, Inter, PSG, Newcastle, Juventus, Atletico, Dortmund, Bodo Glint. Oh snap!
Ooh, giant killers.
And Marseille knocked out in the last minute of the Benfica against Real Madrid game. Real Madrid with 2 red cards. And then Benfica's goalkeeper scores the last goal to get them right in there.
They were what's his name? The commentator from the Golazo. He was a little annoying. But anyways, he was like,
Yeah, I hate him too.
I don't think they know that they're
Golazo. That guy?
He's like, I don't think they know that they're still disqualified. I don't think they know they need 1 goal. And it was true because they were Benfica was kind of walking around like they thought they won. Because I don't know if they knew that they needed to, a goal for the
difference.
goal differential so that they can, jump into the playoffs. And it just so happened the last kick of the game, Real Madrid, 2 men down. I mean, I guess they didn't really care because it's not like they were going to get eliminated.
Yeah.
Right.
But they're 2 men down, so you're
But it's still
playing
a bad
against a 9-man Real Madrid, and then he puts in that kick in, and out of all players, the goalkeeper heads it in, and Marseille gets knocked out after being congratulated for making that.
Yes, I saw that.
They're making by Club Rouge.
That was the ultimate jinx, man.
Yep.
Ultimate jinx.
Can't take that
that's
back.
tough for Marseille.
That was a great ending to the that match day.
It was.
How many? It was like 12 matches.
Mourinho gets it, against his former club.
All of them.
Madrid.
Yeah.
It was 15 games, I think, altogether.
Do you think
not more?
Real Madrid?
Sheesh.
You think Real Madrid? You think Real Madrid make it out of the playoffs?
No way.
You don't think so?
Well, they have 2 red cards. They're already pretty thin. And they have ego problems.
Yeah.
You know,
I just don't see them
interim
winning
coach,
this season.
First-time coach.
They're not going to win the Champions League. They might get out of the playoffs, but they might get out. But they might lose in the round of 16 or the quarterfinals. I don't see them making a deep run.
I think tomorrow or Friday is the draw for the playoffs.
I mean, they're saying that Morgan Rogers from Aston Villa might take Jude Bellingham's place in the World Cup for England. So
I believe it.
I mean, that's why
they're best friends too.
Oh, wow.
They're best friends. Can you imagine that?
Oh.
They grew up together.
Hey, come to London. We'll take care of you, Morgan Rogers. We'll find
you
you.
You gotta specify what London. There's a couple teams in London. He might just pull,
the only team that matters.
He might pull an Eze and
the
join.
team with the trophy.
Oh.
The ones that just had the parade. Come on. Our confetti is probably still in the streets. Pat picks them up. I know.
But I mean, honestly, I feel like you'd have a better chance of getting Bellingham at this point because he's not playing well. And I know it's a lot due to the way
Alonso
Madrid in general are
wanted
playing
to
right now.
He was one of the people that wanted him out. I guess that was the reason he's not playing that much.
Yep. But that's how.
Well, that's La Liga talk, anyways. That's a different language.
Yeah. Get out of here.
Get out of here.
Get out of here. All right. So should we dive into next week?
Yeah, and or some
let's do
transfers.
Let's do transfers first. Yeah. So, what have you guys brought in so far? I know Liverpool have been dying for some defensive cover.
Well,
what's happening?
Injuries is what happened. Like I said, we've gotten 2 young players, but those are for the future. Right now, with the injury to Frimpong, who started the game and 4 minutes in the Champions League, he got injured. So maybe a hamstring injury, whatever. But at this point, the one that really sticks out to me is probably Joel Ordonez, who plays for Club Brugge. He's an Ecuadorian center back who also is a right back. So I think he'd be a perfect cover for that moment because Konate's not playing due to family situation. Joe Gomez is out, and we got our 2 right backs are out. So I feel like he'd be perfect. Yes, he's I believe like 21 or around there. He's probably for the future, but he's playing Club Brugge. He's a starter, so I think he'd be perfect cover. That's what we need defensively. I think that's the most important thing. Then after that, we can makeshift up front, but I think that's what we need. Like I've mentioned many times, defensively we're not the best. I know Andy Robertson might be heading out, but I think they canceled that because we need coverage for our left backs. But I mean, from everything else, I think everything is going to be most likely in the summer. But if we do buy, I think it would have to be for like Joel Ordonez, who can do right back and center back. That's what we need right now.
Yep. Yeah, that's tough with Gahey having gone. I feel like that was your number 1 target. Now it's like, who do you go for? But it's not a lot out there. I feel like in the winter it's hard to get anybody.
Yeah, exactly.
For Tottenham, I know you guys brought in what's his name, blonde guy,
Sosa. Oh, Gallagher.
No,
Conor Gallagher, and then
Gallagher.
Yeah. We were linked with Andy Robertson, but I guess we're not going to get him unless there's a replacement. The recall for what's his name? The Greek guy
from Roma. Yeah,
Timikis. From Roma, which they need to get a replacement before they give the green light. So that's kind of on hold. It doesn't look likely. Van der
Ven maybe heading out to your to Liverpool.
Yeah. Once he rips his hamstrings, we'll let you have him. But right now, it looks like Mateta might be on the short list. We need a midfielder, so I don't know who they're trying to pick for the midfield. We did get that Sonsa guy from Brazil. He seems more of a future type guy, especially if you're trying to bring Andy Robertson. Then you kind of know that the Brazilian, he's 18, 19, so he's more of the future.
What about Marmoush? I've heard that I heard that he wants to transfer. He wants more playing time.
So it's funny because at first, in the beginning of the window, it seemed like, or leading up to the window, it seemed like that was off the table. It was like, oh no, the reports are wrong. He doesn't want to leave. He's content. And then it was as soon as the Semenyo signing went through, and then Semenyo started getting all the playing time. That's when you started hearing more of those rumors. So I don't know what to believe, but I can see him, if he's lower on the pecking order, and he's probably like, I want to play, why am I going to wait my time and then just kind of waste away on the bench? And I'm sure they know how Man City operates. If you're not just going to play just to play. Pep
Yeah.
runs his team a certain way. So maybe a loan option would be good. So I've heard about that, but I don't know. I think Koulibaly, I think he might end up going back to Juventus, and if he does that, I think that's going to trigger
Didn't he
the
just get injured?
Mateta.
Or maybe I've
No,
misread.
no, he's not.
Oh.
He got injured a while ago, but he's good.
Yeah, that's another. Like I said, the winter windows. It's a tough one, but Raheem Sterling's available. You can
Oh,
play
yeah.
wherever you want him to play.
With
You wouldn't
his
take him on a free?
thriller arms.
If he's free and his wages aren't super high, we could use him on
He's
the
a
right.
free agent.
And
He can. I think he wants to play
Yeah.
regardless of his wages at this point.
But
He
his
made a lot of
wages, how are
money.
his wages? Yeah.
Well, he's free,
That was
so you
because of
can
Man City.
negotiate with him.
Yeah,
At this
that
point,
was Man
he'll
City.
take anything.
They
I'm
paid
sure.
whatever. They always overpay. You guys you play ball now. You can decide that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But if he's not being paid too much, then sure. I just don't see him being very productive. Even as bad as we are, I think there's a reason he's not being picked up, even by, other smaller clubs, I guess.
Maybe Burnley
Yeah.
should go after
Disrespectful,
them, or West Ham trying to make that push to get
Yeah.
out.
Yeah.
But
Or go collect that bag in Saudi.
window is closing soon.
Yes.
Yep.
And we need. Oh, there's a links to the guy from Bayern, Leon.
Oh yeah, Goretzka.
Goretzka, yeah. So,
He's good.
Yeah, but you said because I think he's
Sturdy,
like
okay.
30,
that
which
leadership.
is exactly.
So
Yeah.
we need something. We need. Maybe we do need Sterling because we need all the help we can get.
What would you rather have, a new player or a new coach?
Coach.
Yeah.
Okay, there you go.
Coach, a coach, because it's gonna be like we're playing with new players once they're like, yeah, we want to play again. It's like you get a brand new starting 11.
All right. Okay.
But yeah, I'll take a manager at this point over a player.
Okay.
Hopefully both. Hey Sandra, if you're listening, I know we're past Christmas, but hey, I'll take my Christmas gift in advance.
Yeah.
So, what sucks is because this is it's an ugly cycle that we're in, where if we're missing Champions League because we're bad, you lose the opportunity to sign certain players because they want Champions League football. So then you start cycling down, and you stay in this little riff, and we need to get out of it. So,
yeah.
No.
We'll see.
But yeah, I think it's weird because obviously the league is still going. Nothing's said yet. Arsenal are first at the moment. The City is right behind. I think Aston Villa is probably going to run out of steam at some point. But I think we have to talk about it, right? Because we're talking about a transfer window where last winter, Manchester City spent the amount of money that clubs don't even spend in the summer when they're rebuilding squads, right? And now they go in again, and they got arguably the best current players in the league. If you're talking about position by position, Semenyo is probably the best winger in the league right now.
Yeah,
and Mark Gahey is probably one of the best defenders, at least the ones that were up for grab, right?
Yeah.
So they got the two best players, like the most talked about players in the league at the moment, that were coming to closer to the end of the contract. They don't pay a lot of money for the transfer fee, but they pay them a lot in wages. So that's what's attracting players, as well as obviously the high competition. City are going to be in the Champions League. They're going to challenge for titles. So, so if they don't win the league this year, I feel like that's got to be a pretty. I don't want to say they're bottling it because it's not theirs to take, but considering it's almost like the same thing with like Liverpool, right? Like with the amount of money that they spend. No. I'm just saying, like,
put the blame on someone else when Arsenal lose.
No, but it's true because it's the same way we look at Chelsea. They're $1 billion squad. Liverpool, all that money spent, and it's like where's the fruit of all this labor? Where is it at? And I don't think you're right. I don't think a lot of questions are asked of City after seeing window. It doesn't matter for them. They don't see winter and summer at all.
Yeah,
Hey,
it's a transfer
whoever we
window. That's
want,
it.
go get him.
I just feel like they had an injury, and they didn't just get somebody to cover. They didn't just get someone that they've been chasing for a while. They just went out and spent as much money as they could, which, like I said, wasn't a lot upfront in the transfer. But that Crystal Palace's hands were tied.
Hmm.
There, they had to let him go or lose him for free in the summer. So
Exactly.
they're
Yeah.
going to take anything. So, but they go out and spend enough to convince him to go. You know what I mean? Because he could have gone to Liverpool, he could have gone to Arsenal, he could have gone to Madrid.
Yeah,
So
but
they
those wage
convinced him to
demands
go
he
there because they
wanted
have the
were
money.
yeah.
So they go out and get the best of the best. Like obviously,
Yeah.
their wingers situation isn't working. They went and got Marmoush, who was one of the most sought out uh, prospects in the league
Yeah.
Yeah,
when they did get
Frankfurt.
him. You know, they went and they didn't work out great. They went and got somebody else. It's like, and now they go out and get Semenyo, which is again he was one of the most sought out after wingers. So it's like, to me, it's like I feel like if they don't win it, that is a huge, huge letdown to, with the amount of money that they spent, with the quality of players that they have. It's like questions have to be asked there as well.
Yeah.
Um,
They
if
have to be
Liverpool's getting
criticized as well.
this because Liverpool they are getting a lot of the
The
a
stick.
lot of the
Yeah.
for the money they spent and how they're playing right now. I feel like Manchester City deserves it too.
But
If they don't
you
win
know
it, because if
what?
they go on to win it, it'll be like, all right, well they
Yeah.
they did what they
But the
had
thing
to
is,
do.
it's like they're always for them. It's either Champions League or Premier League, so they have like two options regardless. They finally got over the hump and they finally got the Champions League, so that like is put to bed. Now it's can they do it consistently? Because they've done it for so long in the Premier League, but now, like we said, every team is getting better. It's supposed to be Liverpool's year. It was always Arsenal was always there as well, and that they finally got to that point. It's not going to be like those whatever Bayern Munich type of things where it's what. Don't worry about it. I didn't
Tottenham.
miss anything.
Oh, there you go.
I didn't miss anything. It's not like in Serie A or where it's always Juventus for like 10 years straight.
Yeah.
But yeah, they should be. But it's money can only
I
get you
think we
so
got
much.
desensitized. I think we
Yeah.
just got desensitized to what cities has done and has been doing with all the spending that we don't think twice, so we'll criticize clubs like Liverpool because it's like, oh, look at them, they're cashing out, that's more of like the recency bias or whatever. But City's been doing it for a while, I guess they had
We're not surprised, so we're not like
Yeah,
hold them
yeah.
to that
Yeah,
standards,
yeah.
They weren't making I feel like they weren't making such splash moves in the winter, but I feel like they always had money. They always paid for the player, especially with like how much was Holland? Like 100 and
No, he
Yeah,
wasn't.
okay,
No, he
I
wasn't
don't
even
remember.
100. He was fairly
It wasn't that
cheap
much, but
from.
oh, that's
yeah.
before that's probably before the market became super inflated. But they were shedding out the money, so I feel like we're desensitized to them spending that we don't really notice it as much, But it is true. Like you guys are spending this much, and these are we shouldn't be talking about City's bad run. Are they back? Like if you're spending that much, you need to be up front constantly pushing
Yeah.
for the titles.
yep. And again, another question mark in Pep Guardiola's reign. You know what I mean? Is it the money? It's always going to be questioned when that's what you
Yeah.
do. You know
I
what I
mean,
mean?
that's why we said,
Um,
like, imagine if you went to a middle, table team because he went to Barcelona. They had money and they had the best player in the world, Messi,
Yeah.
Xavi, Iniesta. They had those
Bayern
type
Munich.
of players. Bayern Munich, yeah, exactly. Who'd you had? You had Mueller, you had Thiago,
Vidal,
Neuer, you had. But then you go to Man City. Yeah,
James.
you go to all these
James.
teams that are at the top of the table already, and have that money. They have
Yeah.
the Champions League, so you're not really doing anything.
Do you
But-
manage players or do you manage money? Exactly.
Yeah, if he has a problem, he'll just go to the owner. Hey, I need a couple more mil. Instead of going to the academy, trying to figure it out in
Yeah.
between your club with what you have in your squad. No, just throw money at it, and that's what sucks. But it's worked for him. But
Well, let's see how they fare. Obviously, they did make it to the next round in Champions League. They're still second place, 4 points. off the top. So let's see. But I'm ready. I'm ready to criticize if they don't win. They don't win at all.
Are you ready to
Unless they
criticize when
don't
you
win
don't
next
win it
game.
at all as well?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, yeah, for sure. But I can't say like, oh, we spent the money, because realistically, we did spend money, but we're not like splashing the cash.
Yeah,
Like
but
that,
you
you know what I
spent
mean?
it on the forward that you needed, and
Yeah,
I know there's
we
a lot
did
of
need a
talk
forward.
about, I don't know, Saka hasn't been your star boy. Gyökeres has your attacking front hasn't performed. Yeah, Martinelli did well, but he does well in the domestic cups. He doesn't do well in the Premier League. The same thing with
And the Champions
Gyökeres.
League too.
Okay, yeah, but the Premier League is where it matters. But Gyökeres, the same thing. The only thing he's had was penalties, and then he does well in Champions League. Saka has been 14 games with no goals or anything like that. And then you like even said Martin Odegaard. I think he's gotten worse this season. I think every year he's progressively gotten worse, but it's just, and that's what you spend your money on. And yet you're having last month own goals was your leading scorer. Mourinho's coming in clutch.
He was on our team for a while.
Yeah, but it's just
he won you a cup.
No, he didn't.
But still, it's just, I mean, there's still plenty of soccer to
Yeah,
play.
we spent it where we needed, but it was sensible spending, I think. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like I said, we didn't go over 100 in any player. But yeah, we'll see. So
Rice?
I do think if we don't win
Yeah,
one or the other, then
that's
there will be
different.
criticism
He's been
for sure.
there. Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. All right, let's dive into next week.
Ooh.
So all these games start on Saturday. And we have big ones. We're gonna have to choose a highlight game of the week if you guys haven't made up your mind yet. So
Spurs
we
against
start off
City.
on. I think it might have to be. It was last season, right?
Because I mean, Spurs have.
Why you get
their
nervous,
number.
Alan?
Do you guys really
Have
want to watch
belief.
Tottenham play?
Have belief.
Do you really want to watch the Thomas Frank Tottenham play? I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Do you think
'Cause
your luck
it's-
against City has run out?
No, I mean, I think we're gonna beat them. I think it's just gonna be a boring game.
Well,
what does boring Tottenham City game look like? Because it's like 5-0.
Is it going to be like FIFA where Man City is going to shoot like 100 and then you have one shot and that one shot is the only goal? Possession is like 90 and you have 10?
Probably.
I want a Richarlison goal from the halfway line.
He's out. He won't be able to see that. He's coming back in 2 more matches.
Okay.
So Dominic's Solanke showing up.
Solanke's back. Yeah, he's been. I think they purposely left him out the squad to like fully recover. They're probably like, we can't let him get injured because he's actually been pretty good. He's got a goal in all the Premier League or the Champions League matches he started.
So that one for the highlight,
we'll see.
I guess, or
I think that's my highlight game.
All right.
Yeah, because there was a favor this year.
Because we know Alan's not going to get points.
I got points
can't wait
last
to.
week. I got 3.
That was it. And
I
got
you're 4 points.
And you're still at. You haven't even reached 20 yet. You're at 19.
Top 3. Top 3.
You look like wolves.
All right. All right. So that'll be a highlight game, or it could be Liverpool Newcastle.
Yeah. Now we'll do Tottenham.
Okay.
Man City.
All right.
Heard.
All right. So first game we have this Saturday, last day of the month, January 31st. This one's at 10 a.m. Eastern, 8 a.m. Mountain. Leeds United at home hosting Arsenal.
Leeds has been making a good run. I'll draw. I think a draw.
Calvin Lewin.
Draw.
Wow.
Aronson, U.S. Nationals player. He's playing well.
Oh yeah.
Another MLS player. Philly. Jersey.
Yeah.
Jersey in the house. It's from Mendham, I think. Mendham.
Yeah.
Nice.
There's the La Liga Coach of the Month is also from Jersey.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Jersey.
I'm from Jersey.
Are you sure? Player from
Yeah,
Chile.
you guys can see that guy from that podcast. All right, I'll give you my prediction now. I'm gonna say Leeds 1, Arsenal
What?
1.
2.
You see, you're not even decisive,
Yeah.
and you telling your
he's
team
not
to be
even-
decisive. Yeah,
All right. Parentheses. No,
they're drawing.
Don't worry, he's
All
gonna
right,
change his mind
we
like
have-
Allen soon.
Wolves at home hosting Bournemouth. Wolves on turnaround,
I feel like Wolves draw.
looking to right their wrongs.
You know what, Wolves? Let's go Wolves.
Yeah. Oh. No.
It's one wolf now. There's no pack.
It's.
right.
I just need them to beat Bournemouth so that we can.
Oh,
We're not the only
So
ones
you
at
can
the bottom of the table. Let's all be. I need to keep company back down here.
All right, then we have Brighton at home hosting Everton.
Ooh,
Draw.
Brighton.
I don't know. Draw.
I'm gonna go
Brighton's
draw too.
inconsistent.
1-1.
I feel like I haven't even seen Brighton play a game this season.
They've been unimpressive.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they've been real quiet.
It's finally like that steam of going from team to team, getting these young players, and they just kind of fit into the system. I think they probably tinkered with it a little bit too much.
Yeah,
Now they have to kind of refine their way. We have a East London versus West London. Chelsea at home hosting West Ham. This one's at 12:30 Eastern, 10:30 Mountain.
Chelsea.
Chelsea, but I want Nuno to win. But I don't want him to get too close to us though.
So just say draw then.
Yeah, just say draw.
Draw. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Draw.
Okay, draw.
You know he's gonna put on a Chelsea shirt in the middle of the halftime and just switch sides. No, fuck that. Chelsea's gonna win.
All right. This is a late one, 3 p.m. Eastern, 1 p.m. Mountain Time. Liverpool at home hosting Newcastle. Woltamata versus Ekitike.
He's been quiet too.
Who?
A little bit.
Oh, yeah, he has.
Woltamata.
been.
Woltamata.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think because Wisa just started.
But now he's
getting
going to play
into the
against
team.
Van Dijk, so.
Yeah, he's sure.
It would have been good if Isaac was there, but nah. Well, I'll give my prediction too since Pat gave his. You know what?
Where is he, Zach?
He's injured, bro. Don't worry
Hospital?
about it. Don't you remember your boy injured him, Vanderben? Vanderben will make
oopsies.
up for it when he joins Liverpool next season.
In 3 years. Broken.
Damn it. You know what? 2-1 Liverpool.
Wow.
Yes,
Okay.
2-1. 2 goals by Isaac. He's gonna fucking come in, crunches and all, bicycle kick. 2-1.
For what team?
They're going to do that thing. You ever see, you get kind of a little bit weird. You ever seen those videos like when like someone passes away and they do this thing where they like kick the ball so that they score their last goal or whatever?
Yeah.
So they're going to do that, but like, he's
stretcher.
going to be on a stretcher. All right. We have. Oh wait, what was the score? You said 2-1.
2-1 Liverpool. Yes.
I'm gonna go 2-1 too, but to Newcastle.
Okay. Well, we weren't asked. There wasn't the highlight game of the week, so why are you giving your?
I'm gonna
Okay.
go 1-1.
Wait,
It wasn't
for,
a highlight game of the
for
week.
Spurs and Man
Okay.
City.
You're not allowed to have an opinion.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. And you want to hear my opinion? Leeds 3, Arsenal 0.
Wow. Okay.
Wow.
Flip it.
Bottling it. Yep.
All right, now we move on to Sunday. This one's February 1st, first of the month, 9 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Mountain Time. Aston Villa at home hosting Brentford.
Awesome.
Villa.
What's his name?
Villa.
Igor Jesus or Thiago? What's his name?
Thiago.
Yeah, Thiago.
Thiago.
Yeah.
Jesus,
got
I
him
think
for
that's the
2.
one from Forest.
Forest. Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
But
I got him
Thiago.
for 2.
I
yeah,
got
2 goals.
Morgan Rogers for
You know
2. Buendia outside the box for 1.
And then what's it called? Ollie Watkins
Doesn't matter
scoring
when you
the
say it,
last
it's always
one.
going to be right.
Yeah.
Tapping. How do they lost? All right. So can they keep it going and put the pressure on Tottenham if they win this game, Manchester United at home hosting Fulham.
I think they're going to underestimate Fulham.
You think so?
Yeah, Fulham's been doing pretty good. Fulham's been quite
Harry
steady. They were really
Wilson,
boring in the beginning
he's-
of the season, but
Yeah.
Harry Wilson is in form. So
Yeah, he's in form.
Here's the thing.
and Fulham's been doing low key some good business.
Yeah, true.
I don't know if
And
they'll be ready for this game, but
like I said, I feel like Manchester United, what they did in the last 2 games is doing the basics right. So they've been very good defensive, and they're hitting teams on the counter. They're winning because they have the quality players to do that. Like I said, they probably got the 2 best players on the countering.
Yeah, but
Cunha
Cunha's
and
out.
Mbuemo.
He's injured at the
And
moment.
that's true. Okay, that's
Drago
true.
is-
No, that was
is too.
Yeah,
Dorgu.
he's
Dorgu.
he's
Well,
out.
they got
He's injured.
Mbuemo, and they got Amatu who's quick. But I was gonna say is Fulham is not gonna let them do that because Fulham is gonna be the team who's gonna sit back and defend. So now United are gonna have to try and dominate, make those passes count. So yeah, this could be a hard game for them. But if they win it, they'll go into game 4 of the haircut challenge against Tottenham, and that's what I want. I want that pressure.
Ooh, that would be. Oh my god.
How's that pressure? A
Is he
haircut's
gonna
not
is he gonna go
pressure.
to London and get a haircut there? That's what he's gonna do.
Right?
Yeah. So we'll see.
There's
gonna go.
There's 4 of the teams.
I'm gonna go United.
I feel
Just
like
for
United
United
is gonna.
fans.
It's gonna be like a Bruno Fernandes penalty kick. That's what it's gonna be like. I think it's gonna be like a 1-0 type of game.
No, I believe in Fulham.
I like Fulham.
You
But
know, I
just
believe in
think-
Fulham so much. To go ahead and give us Anthony Robertson. Thanks.
Ooh.
Well, I heard Liverpool are after him.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, that's what I heard.
Anthony Robinson. Okay.
Okay.
U.S. another
There you go.
American.
Another American.
Yeah, and
America.
he's good form now.
I
as
don't
well.
know. We can be claiming America right now. The way
America.
things are going.
Yeah, that's
Oh, yeah,
true. All right, so we have a Sunday again. Nottingham Forest at home hosting Crystal Palace.
Oh my God, that's a sad game. Forest.
Draw.
I think. No.
Draw.
Draw.
1-1.
1-1, yeah.
1-1.
You just don't want him to go above you.
None of
Wharton
these
is
teams.
not playing. Who's gonna
Remember,
be for
if
Crystal
they don't go
Palace?
above you-
Mateta, that's it. And that's if
they don't go
Spurs
above
don't buy
you-
Mateta.
Listen, if you don't let teams go above you, they're just gonna keep Frank because they're like, oh well, he's maintaining. 14th is better than 17th. That's what they're gonna say.
We'll
What do you keep
protest
saying?
in the summer.
Okay.
It's okay.
All right. I'm gonna skip the highlight game. We're gonna go to Monday. This is Monday, 3 p.m. Eastern, 1 p.m. Mountain. Sunderland at home hosting Burnley, the promoted teams, which is gonna
Sunderland,
take 3
at home.
points.
They have a good
I
record.
feel
at
like
home.
Burnley might take it.
I'm gonna go Sunderland.
because of the 2 draws.
And Sunderland just got whooped by West Ham.
They did.
Yeah, but that was away.
now
but
they're at
Sunderland-
home. Yeah.
Yeah, Sunderland at home. They're undefeated there.
I'm gonna go Xhaka from outside of the box.
You guys
1-0.
love Sunderland so much. Why don't you just switch teams then? Sheesh.
He does. He was Crystal Palace.
That's true.
I did. Yeah.
No.
All right. And then we got the highlight game of the week. This is on the 1st of the month, February 1st, 11:30 a.m.
Is this-
Eastern time, 9:30 a.m. Mountain time, 8:30 Pacific.
The divorce hearing.
Tottenham at home, hosting
Yeah.
Pep
The
Guardiola's
almighty,
and the Millionaires.
almighty Tottenham Hotspur hosting
almighty,
Tottenham
even with-
City.
That Frank the Tank.
Yes. Never
So-
stops.
It's our highlight game of the week. So we all have to predict.
I'm gonna go last.
who
I want
wants
to
to
hear
start?
y'all's predictions.
Because
All right,
he's so
I'm gonna go
unsure. He
second.
wants to keep changing. Oh, okay. I'll go first.
Not
You know
it.
what?
No, I got mine.
Not
I
it.
got mine.
I'll rip the Band-Aid off. I'll rip the Band-Aid off. Alan, sorry.
Okay.
I
Hear
mean,
it.
it might be a
Let's hear
good
it.
thing because Frank might be gone, but I think Man City is gonna win. I think it's gonna be 3-1.
3-1
For City.
Wow. Okay. Look, listen. I don't
Brings
He
think
that
wants
good
Spurs
ginger.
to win. He
I
wants
don't-
Spurs to win because he wants
I
Man
do,
City
I do.
to stop in their tracks. That's why.
I feel like because it's Manchester City, I don't think that Frank gets sacked if he loses this game.
No.
So there's no pressure. So they're gonna play
There's no pressure at
relax,
all.
and they're gonna catch City off guard. Gahey's gonna start, and he's not gonna know what to do first. So he's gonna get. They're gonna be weird
So
offside
what?
things
The people
going
in
on.
Spurs don't know what to do next too, under Frank's instructions.
I'm gonna say Tottenham 2, City 0.
Whoa.
Get him a
Yeah,
shirt. Get him a shirt.
baby.
He was a
Oh,
lifelong fan.
what's your size?
Oh,
There
wait.
we go.
Go.
Clip it.
The Spurs shirt is underneath the Fran shirt. That's what's at. He's gonna take it
Yeah.
off.
Who's your favorite player? Who's your favorite Tottenham player? Huh?
Whoever scores the winner.
I think you're right.
Sol Campbell's my favorite one.
Wow. Oh, okay. That's a nice one.
Judas.
Too soon?
I think Spurs have an opportunity. The City haven't been so hot. They've drawn to who they drew to? The Sunderland. They lost to United.
I'm trying to think who else they
I
drew
don't
to.
know.
It's a mid-table
But,
team, I believe.
So that it's not like they're on the hottest of the. They
Right.
lost to Bodo Glimt. I mean, that's the
They
team
did.
we beat to get to the Europe of
I was
final.
gonna throw that
You know,
in.
it's a final. So, hey, things can happen. You
Yeah.
always have their number. The one thing I am afraid of is that they have Semenyo, and this mother trucker likes to score on us. So,
Last
as
gonna
long
hurt
as
like
we
a
can
butt cheek
defend
on a
outside
stick.
the box and press, and hopefully not let him score, then we might have an opportunity.
to
I
draw.
want to say, I want to say we're feeling good because we're in the Champions League. You know, round 16 of the Champions League. I feel like we need to turn this around desperately.
That's every game.
Oh, Brighton. It's Brighton and Chelsea are the ones the teams that they tied with.
Yeah. And Arsenal.
Alan, just draw. You want points at least.
I want to go with a 2-2, but I'll go with a 2-1. 2-1 Tottenham over City.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was gonna say 3-2, but hey, I don't want to get my hopes up. We don't.
Your hopes are
we're
already
low
up.
on XG, so yeah. I think we pull this one off. I do. I think Tell is gonna have an opportunity to play. Cole Mwani, he might be gone. We might have some resurgence in the squad. Solanke's back in the starting 11. Pedro Paro, I think he might be out, so we're playing Spence on the wing. He's probably gonna help us defensively. Paro, not the best defensively. He can put in a cross, but if we have Spence up there, we're gonna fortify that little defense a little bit. Hopefully Van der Ven is back. I think he's injured. He didn't play today. But like you said, I think we'll catch him off guard, and other teams have done it, so why can't we? Go up the Spurs, right?
Yeah.
Say it.
Oh,
Say it.
okay.
Say it.
Tell
Up
Pat
the
to
Spurs.
say it. He's a fan.
Just for
He's
one day.
thinking about it.
Just for
Sweating.
2 hours. 3 hours, I think. 2 hours. Yeah, 2 hours. But all right. So there
It's gonna be a
we
weird.
have it.
It's gonna be a weird moment in the group chat where you're like, "Oh, he's gonna be like, oh, we need to pass better."
I know. I'm gonna be like, Thomas Frank has to go. This can't go on.
Frank, yeah,
He's gonna be commenting
But-
under the Spurs post now, under
Yeah.
his real name.
Can't
not
believe we
under
did-
the rivals.
can't believe we beat him.
Yep. All right. So that's it.
I
Wants to
had a
close it
question
out?
real quick as we
Yeah.
move on to the round 16 of the Champions League.
Uh-huh.
If Tottenham come in 17th and they get us the Champions League trophy, are you guys gonna say it's undeserving for us to be in the Champions League the following year?
Yeah. No. Champions League is Champions League.
Yeah,
I mean,
Champions League is different.
you have to
Champions
play. You have to play
Ah.
the real deal teams. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay.
Bodo Glint. Again. Yeah,
Hope-
they're
hope
just
you-
like
I
your
hope Liverpool
shadow.
gets Bodo Glimt.
Are we facing each other? So we'll see what happens. See if you can beat us.
I think we might.
Remember, so since we all made it through, we get to predict one more Champions League game,
Yeah,
unless we
exactly.
don't make it past that.
Unless
But we
Spurs,
get
once
to
Spurs
predict as long
lose,
as all
then
three
two
of us
more.
are in there.
We
Oh,
got
yeah,
a home
home
and
and
away
away.
leg. Yeah.
Home and away. That's right. So 2 more. If we all
to
make
get
it
bonus
through,
points.
and we keep. Yeah.
And just because we're on that subject, Pat still leads with 40 points. That's including today's games. I'm in second with 32. And do we have to go to last place? Do you want to be called as last place or third place? Same thing.
Just say how many
Wait.
points I got.
19.
No, I mean like how many I earned. Not in my final tally.
No, that's it. And that's an episode.
Uh-huh. All right.
That's an episode, and thank you for joining us on Rivals on the Pitch. Make sure you hit that subscribe, follow button. Make sure you follow us on Instagram. Share us with your friends, family, your coworkers. Let them know, if they want to chat some Premier League, let us know. DM us your team if your team made it to the Champions League. And yeah, I think that's it. Rivals on the Pitch, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, Apple Podcast. Check it out.
Yeah.
Spotify.
All right, I
Let's
think
go,
that's
boys.
it. Boy.
See you.
Koi.